YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back. Now today we have another great video, one that I'm actually super excited about for a few different reasons. First, I love breaking down the perfect game, the 20 plus kill, we clutch it up at the end, everything goes so smooth, but I know it's not always realistic. Sometimes you're gonna die, some games are gonna be tough, some games you're gonna be in the blender. So I specifically chose a game that I was in the blender, I die a bunch, I still pick up a decent amount of kills, but I wanna learn from our deaths as well. Second, we clutch up this endgame with a lot of strategy. We use the rebirth dynamic to our advantage, and I want to break down how you can do that and why I do certain things so that we can ultimately win this game. So as always, if you like this video and find it helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let's go hashtag endgame in the comments below because this is a clutch endgame. And if you are looking to continue getting better at Warzone, make sure you are subscribed with that notification bell turned on so you don't miss any videos. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into this. Now, the first thing that I want to highlight is I have a 20 round mag for the OTS. And this is a huge problem with Floor Loot right now in terms of the SMGs. They have small mag sizes, which means you're going to have to play a little bit more strategically. So I'm going to go ahead and push over this way, and I actually hear somebody running above me. So I'm trying to time this flash perfectly with when I anticipate them coming to the door, so then I can ultimately push, and it should be an easy kill. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that. Unfortunately, don't get anything, but I know this person's still on the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and peek this door, and I see this person. Now, because of the 20 round mag in the OTS, I played a little bit more patient until this person comes around the corner, and then I hit my shots. I mean, I don't even have enough bullets in the mag to ultimately kill them, and that's something that I do want to highlight. If you are rolling around with a 20 round, SMG of any sorts, I would highly recommend that you full kill with a different gun instead of having to reload again. So keep that, as full mag as possible and thirst with a different gun. So we're going to go ahead and push over this way, and I'm going to pop Deddy. I know there's at least two over here. So I hear that person above me. I'm going to go ahead and get the down. But again, because of the small mag size, I can't get the thirst. Now, this is the first mistake that I make. I did not anticipate that person being there. I should have just thirsted with my lethal or thirsted and then went ahead and repositioned to a different part of the building. I didn't anticipate that person. That was a mistake on my part. But Tommy ultimately gets the clutch up and is able to get that full kill. So I'm going to go ahead and come back in here. Somebody took the OTS, so I'm going to go with the DMR. And I'm going to grab the EM2 here. Now, both guns that I feel comfortable with, but ultimately, if I could find different guns, I would grab them. I'm going through my Floor Loot checklist, the Tech 9's on there, the OTS. So if I find a different gun that I feel more comfortable with, I'll end up grabbing it. But we're just rolling around here, looting a little bit. And I actually hear somebody to my left super late right here. And then I just use movement and aim and basically just pulling the trigger as fast as possible with the DMR to ultimately get this kill. I mean, that person was definitely decent, but I'm ultimately able to get that kill just because I'm pulling the trigger as fast as possible. You can see my face on the camera right here. I cannot believe that I actually got that kill. So we're going to go ahead and roll around now. I'm going to ask Tommy for money. We're going to get Lodi. I'm going to be running the Krig and the Bison this game. One of my favorite classes to run. Now, we are running with randoms here. We did quad fills, so it's me and Tommy, two other people. We have enough money for 2 UAVs, and when I talk about pushing with a purpose, I'd love to pop 1 UAV, figure out teams to push, start getting our game going, keep that other UAV in pocket in case we need it. Unfortunately, they're not going to buy UAV, which it is what it is. So we're just kind of rolling on heartbeat, trying to see what we can find. I end up hearing a team above, basically, at this buy station. So we're going to go ahead and push this. I get a super easy down there. And notice the tracking because of the combat scout, right? I can see that person rolling left. Super easy to get that kill. Now, the thirst is crucial because now we have a little bit of sense of what's going on. Tommy gets that second full, and now we push up. Notice how I use kind of the stairs and the crates as cover in case anybody peeks up top here. So I'm going to use that. Now I push up. So I'm going to go ahead and peek this side here to the right. And watch how I hip fire here. The hip fire is just so crucial. You're going to see another example of it coming up in a second, but hip fire there. And as I peek out here, I actually see, I don't know if you caught that because it was super quick. You're going to see teams on the backside here. So we're going to get the shots. We're going to hip fire, get the thirst. And as I peek, I actually see 2 people back here. So now from this mini map, we now know there's 3 people back there. So I calm to Tommy, full team, which obviously it's 3 instead of 4. But basically, there's a lot of people. So we're going to go ahead and split this angle right here. He's going to take this side, and I'm going to kind of push in through the building. Hip fire again. Now we get the second one on the hip fire. And as I peek this, there's the third guy right there. But notice how Tommy's immediately going to push up. We're going to kind of trade that, and we get the full kill right there. He gets one, I get the two, and we're good to go. Still have no UAV up. Super frustrating because, again, we just don't know where to push. We don't have a... You'll hear it.
Please buy a UAV. I hate walking around without knowing where anybody is. It drives
Right,
me
so
nuts.
we're just wandering here. We have no idea where anybody is. And at any point in time, we could be shot in the back. We could have a team that's just waiting for us to rotate out in the open, and we're really stuck. So finally, they pop UAV. Tommy and I are going to go ahead and choose to push this team that's down at the car. So we're going to go ahead and rotate over that way. And notice the spacing here. We're going to try to shoot from kind of two different angles and really take good angles with cover and crossfire them to easily get the team wipe. Now we're going to go ahead and rotate up. Little bit of patience. I don't have a shot where I can actually get it down. And that's a situation where a lot of people would have shot at that guy, done a little bit of damage, but it gives away your positioning. It gives away your location. So now I probably want to play this a little bit quicker. The UAV's gone at this point. So we're going to go ahead and rotate up. And then now I shoot this guy in the back. Shoot him in the back. I get the full kill. Now, Tommy gets the full kill. Unfortunately, I take shots from Bio. There's a team that is just sitting on top of Bio with snipers, and I take a lot of damage. Pair that with some COD timing. This guy pushes, and that is, ultimately how I get killed in that scenario. Super frustrating that that team at Bio was up there. Let's we can learn from it and say I probably should have pushed up a little bit earlier and taken that fight a little bit closer while the UAV was still up instead of waiting so long. But I do think we still win that fight if that team at Bio isn't just third-partying that. Tommy ends up clutching up here, gets a bunch of full kills. So I'm going to go ahead and land back on my stuff. You're going to see Bio hits me again here, and they're getting super annoying. They're just kind of holding with snipers. So if they hit the shot, if they hit and get lucky, I go down. It's super annoying. So we're going to go ahead and push back here. I'm not going to fight this. I'm not going to try to push up into them. We'll handle them later. I'm going to go ahead and push back, reposition. Now, using my movement, right? Being super unpredictable. I want to be jumping. I want to be slide canceling. Doing anything that I can to avoid being hit by the sniper shot. If you're just running, it's going to be super easy. Tommy and I are going to go ahead and push this. This was a long night. I was super frustrated. So finally I said, Tommy, let's roll. I'm tired of teams camping, tired of teams sitting in corners. Let's go. We're rolling Bio. We're going to go kill this team. So I'm going to chuck heli. I cannot believe that I don't kill one of these guys, but it's just super unfortunate. I land it perfectly on top of the AC unit. So Tommy unfortunately goes down here. He gets two of them. The other guy's camping literally under the AC unit, or maybe he couldn't even get up. But Tommy gets two, which is super clutch by him. I get the last one. I kill that guy who's basically self-reviving, and we're good to go. Now, we rotate immediately.
Grab that cash down there.
I told Tommy to grab cash. As soon as he gets in heli, we got to roll.
Never mind.
So I'm getting torched here. Now I'm out of heli. Now I get hit by heli. Like, we were just absolutely in the blender this game. This was super brutal. We've already died twice, but we do have 10 kills. So at this point, I do want to point out that it is a 4v4 scenario. So let's get into this endgame. This is going to be a decently long endgame because of the way we play this. So I get revived. And the reason I was so frustrated with that situation, let me just talk about that, is because now we have to spend time reviving. I have to spend time plating up. And instead of having the advantage, now they're pushing us and we're on our heels. So Matural goes down, and I'm going to go ahead and push up here. Tommy goes down, and this is where they're just all out sending us at this point because they know we're over here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my movement to get away in this scenario. I'm going to be plating up while I'm moving. I'm trying to get around the corner. Now we're going to start plating up. I needed to get around that corner. And this is just a little bit of map knowledge here and understanding the map. I'm going to go ahead and push around here, but did not realize that you could actually jump up that way. So I break him. I get a lot of good shots, but unfortunately, again, just not anticipating that situation, not being ready for that person to be there is what makes that difference between me winning that gunfight and losing that gunfight. So now I have 35 seconds until I come back. Tommy is alive. Actually, I just got bought back because of the fire sale. So Tommy is commenting that there's people over this way. I know that they're at decon, right? I know they're at decon, but you're all's down, and Sugma's low on, or full health, but he's kind of caught. So I'm going to push as far away from this team as possible. Me landing on them, right now it is them 4 versus us 2. Me landing on anywhere close to that squad is going to do us no good. So my thought process is I'm going to get as far away from this team as possible, and I want to pull this team with me. They're going to push me. They're going to try to kill me. So I'm going to pull them this way, and you'll see why. I'll circle back to why in a second. Just kind of looting up. Again, I have a striker and an EM2, so I am just really looking for viable guns right now. Something that I can at least put up somewhat of a fight in, just because my whole goal is to get my teammates back here. But if I can kill somebody in the process, I'm going to 100% take that opportunity to at least allow us to regain a little bit. Quick check there to see if they're pushing me. And I actually hear them pushing me at this point. There's one. So I'm going to go ahead and watch this. I don't know how this guy loses. He loses because he's sliding as he's coming through that door, so I'm able to get headshots. So I'm going to go ahead and get that full kill, right? But notice that I pulled a lot of their team to this side of the map. Now, all 3 of my teammates are back, right? Oh, you can't see it because my camera's hidden. All 3 of my teammates are back at this point. So now they can get loadout, right? So by pulling them all the way to the other side, that allows my team to get loadout and actually be competitive again. Because now we have 3 people up. They have 3 people up. My team has loadout. They have loadout. We're a little low on ammo. They landed on their stuff because remember, they died over here. I just looked because Tommy has full plates. They just died over here. So now they're full plated. They're full ammo. They have loadout 3v3. Now we're back to even. So let's go ahead and keep playing this.
Push up. You got to get up.
I told Tommy, you have to get top prison here because that's where they're going to be pushing. Get high ground again, start to play and be in advantageous position. So you need to get on top prison. I actually think I heard one to the left over here. So there were still people floating around, but it wasn't the whole team, and that's ultimately what I was looking for. Now, they're pushing over, right? So Sugma dies. Now I'm going to go back to where I died. I'm going to take a little bit of a chance here. I rolled the dice a little bit, but I knew this was on the edge of storm, which means they probably weren't going to head back over this way. So what I'm doing here is I'm landing because I knew that guy had loadout. I'm going to land back where he was. I'm going to grab his throwing knife, his MP5, his heartbeat. I'm going to grab everything I need. I have plates. Now, when I push prison roof, which I'm going to do in a second, reload. Quick heartbeat check. Nobody around. Now, when I push top prison, now all of a sudden we have different angles, right? If Tommy gets pinched because he's on the other side, I'm coming from basically the rear and able to pinch that. So I just calmed to him. I don't know if you heard that. Basically said, I'm almost with you up top. So again, we're using basically the rebirth dynamic to give ourselves an advantage. So I see that guy. I'm going to quick mount. I'm going to give him a quick snap of the fingers. I don't know why. That was just, I guess I mishit the controller. But we're still, at this point, Tommy gets down, or Tommy gets a down, Tommy gets a thirst. So we are 3v3, but unfortunately Tommy's low health. Tommy's going to go down here, gets the live ping. And I actually see that guy on top there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that down. I see one right there. I don't know what that was, but... So at this point, we're 3v2. All of a sudden, we went from our game almost ending, right, with me dying in headquarters, to our team coming back. Now we're equal strength. Now we have an advantage. I have loadout. I have plates. I have ammo. My teammate has his loadout and ammo and plates and everything. All of a sudden, now we have an advantage. Now we're back even. 2v2. I see this person right here. I have gas to my advantage, right? So I have no need to push this. There's no reason that I need to push this scenario and play over aggressive. I have a nasty heady right here that makes it very difficult for him to hit me. So I'm just going to play this heady, force this person to make a move. They can't go to the right side because they're going to get trapped. If they go to the left side, they're not in a great spot. So let's see how they play this. I'm just going to hold. Even though I just took a bullet, that's fine. He's going to use it as an advantage. I'm going to re-peek. Still have the advantage here. I'm going to go ahead and get some bullets. Now at this point, he pretty much knows that he's toast. He's going to jump off the back. He's going to go down. And Matural does a great job getting that full kill. So now it's a 2v1. I hear the person below me. I've said this so many times and I don't think people understand. This is why Can You Fall series is so important. I don't have time to ping in this situation. And if I pull my parachute, I don't know what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and quick plate. Last one's below me. I hear him running around. Right? So I don't want to have to ping this. If I ping this, I have to think about it. It takes half second, right? Nope. I'm going to drop in. Don't pull my parachute. Look at this. If I pull my parachute, I already did damage to this person. So if I pull my parachute, that doesn't happen. So now I'm going to challenge. I hit the shots with the growl, and ultimately we get the win. That was, we should not have won this game, but we take advantage of the rebirth dynamic with the spawns and basically using some game strategy to our advantage to keep control, to take back control, to get back to even. Everything that we did allowed us to win this game. So as I would say, I hope you found this video helpful, both learning from my mistakes as well as learning a little bit of game strategy in terms of how you can regain and how you can pull out those end game victories. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.